Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Elizibar. We're going to talk about Taarna number 3. And you may be thinking, oh, you got the bag and board ready for this book, and you're wrong. That's just my co-host, Johnny Quest number 3. He's going to move over here while we look at the book. Now, you might remember, in the last issue, I was like, boy, I'm starting to worry about the direction that this book is taken, you know? Like, oh no, this is really starting to feel like we're just doing what the movie did. And you know what? That hasn't changed. We really are just kind of doing what the movie did, except a little more elaborate. And that's okay, I guess. Not necessarily what I was hoping for, but this is the world we live in. And these are the hands we're given. So let's just crack this open. There's a couple pages I want to look at. We could look at the very first page, but we're not going to. We are instead going to look at the second and third pages. The first page is just this girl like, oh no, oh no. She's like, doing her last rites, like she knows she's about to die because this is a giant, like, green laser shooting monster of doom hunting her. Yeah, I think at that point, being like, well, I'm going to die. I commend my spirit. Like, that seems like an appropriate course of action. Except she doesn't realize that, of course, the monster literally just ate Taarna, the last Taarakian. And that is a pretty glorious looking panel over there on the right. This full page just boom. Honestly, I think the only way to have made this even more impressive and even more getting me all psyched up when I saw it is if it had somehow been turned into a 2-page splash. You know what I'm saying? It's gross. There's like monster guts and blood everywhere. But it's kind of cool. Now you might notice, if you have a keen eye, the art has changed. I'm pretty sure the first 2 issues, and I guess I should have looked this up before I started yakking about this, but I'm pretty sure the first 2 issues were Patrick Zurcher. And this is, that's the team. Now, I could be wrong about that. So I'm going to flip over to the next page I want to show you, where the bad guy betrays, like, you might remember in issue 2, he, like, made a deal with her and her mom to not kill them. Well, didn't last. Guess what, lady? He is, in fact, the bad guy. And the bad guy does bad things, like, breaking a deal. And this is in a world where Bartertown exists, so you can't just be like, bust a deal, face the wheel. That doesn't happen here. How do you spell Taarakian? Taara? I think that's right. Number 2. Let's just see what Comic Vine says here real quick. Hold on. From the death of the last Taarakian in the collapsed universe, Taarna was born. Heavy Metal's flagship character from the anime film turns a new series of comic mystery and battles throughout the multiverse in her war against Kako, the embodiment of chaos. This is the story of a millennia-old battle between godlike beings with all sentient life on the path. New life return begins from writer Stephanie Phillips, artist Patrick Zurcher. And yeah, the artist in issue 2 was Patrick Zurcher. So I was right. Well, he ain't here now. What happened? What's the story there, man? Because if you go look at, like, his resume, he has, like, 3-issue runs on a lot of things. There's, like, no consistency there for him working on a book for long. And here he is, just 3 issues into what's probably a miniseries. I don't know if this actually is a miniseries, but this feels like it's a miniseries. And he's already on the outs. Like, what happened? There's got to be a story there. And it can't just be something like he got too busy, because what else is he working on? And he had a similarly kind of short run on Savage Avengers. I really liked his run on Silencer. I thought his work on Silencer was pretty darn good. Maybe my favorite. Might have been my favorite art in the series. I don't know. I'd have to go reread Silencer to be sure. So seeing that he's changed, or that the art team has changed, is kind of weird. Fortunately, I actually really enjoy the art here because it feels grimier. And in this world, it really should feel grimier. So the bad guy's being bad, Taarna's being Taarna. There's a cool bit where they're like fighting in the air and she like reflects dragons like laser death breath back at it and stuff. So There's a nice little chunk of action. There's plot moving forward. Like, this book has just, it's got enough of what it needs to keep moving forward and being pretty cool. Even though, like I said, I worry that we're just kind of rehashing a plot line that we've already seen. But, after reading this issue, I really feel like I'm willing to give it a try. What do you think, Johnny Quest number 3? You want to give it a try too? There you go. So now you know, my co-host and I both agree. If you're watching, if you're reading Taarna, keep reading it. It's been pretty good, and hopefully we don't change up the art team too much more, and it keeps being good. That's the idea anyway. You all take care of yourselves. You have a great day. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Sure hope to see you again next time. Bye-bye.